Because the reason that it's difficult to mine materials on Earth is because when the planet formed and was a big ball of molten lava, all the heavy stuff like gold and platinum group metals sank. And we have layers of enormous quantities of this stuff near the core of the planet, but it's inaccessible. The pressures are insane. There's no technology that we can imagine that will get there, at least not for many centuries. So that is lost to us, essentially. What we can access is the stuff near the surface. And the reason that stuff is near the surface is because while the solar system was forming and, you know, Earth was a big ball of molten lava, over here there were little bundles of rock floating around, little bundles of all of this material, and it didn't get molten because it wasn't big enough to crush itself and to heat itself. So all of these valuable materials are just evenly spread throughout the material making up a lot of these asteroids. So it's there, it's accessible. There's vast quantities. A single asteroid could hold as much gold as the entire crust of the Earth. So, and lots of other minerals as well. So while Mars itself is mineralogically poor, the asteroid belt is a gold mine, literally.
Yeah, that brings us back to the economical question. I'm thinking about supply and demand here. If you have a field of carrots and then somebody says, no, I don't like carrots, I don't want them. You have a supply surplus, right? And nobody wants to buy your carrots. But if everybody wants carrots and there's only one field, then you can charge the price of carrots up like however you want, right? Because everybody will buy them. What happens when we introduce a completely new field of carrots to our field of carrots? So who gets the gold, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, Mars, because of its low gravity, becomes the gateway to the asteroid belt, assuming that you can't just cut out the middleman and set up a base out there. We're humans, right? It's still easier to build stuff when you have solid ground under your feet. That may change. In space, construction is very much in its infancy. We built like one thing in space, which is the International Space Station, which is awesome. Sorry? Achievement unlocked. Exactly, yeah.
Space.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. Well, now you say that, there was the Mir space station. So we built a couple of space stations in space, but with Mir and its predecessors, that was basically dock one module to another, which is not really building things. There were bolts involved in the International Space Station. And there's technology being developed now that would take the metals that you mine out of asteroids, or indeed pick up off an asteroid, and produce girders and construction materials for building things in space, like from the nuts and bolts up.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.